Welcome back to the Tydirium Hanger. Happy Friday, everybody. Hope everybody is doing well this weekend. And today I want to talk to you about Masterpiece Transformers 10 or more. There's actually more than 10 on this list that I look forward to, hope to see this year. There are no guarantees with third party and all of this, but I'm going to go through some stuff that I'm looking at, some stuff I probably already talked a little bit about, maybe even too much. And then there's some other stuff that maybe I haven't pointed out just yet. So we're going to get into looking at this. Some stuff that I'm looking forward to. There's other things that are pretty cool, but I don't think they're going to hit in 2024. This is not going to be a full comprehensive list. It's just going to be 10 to 12 or 13 figures that I expect to see coming up. Alright, first off, I haven't even talked about this yet, but there's recolors coming from X-Transbots of the Runabout and the Runamuck, and it's their James and their Bond. And the one about this one here is the fact that it's going to have some kind of light tan stripe to the car, and it's going to add some color breakup. One of the biggest complaints from people about these, and I agree, is that they're a little bit bland. They're on the bland side. There's just not much to them. And this kind of gives that little bit of a color breakup, and they're calling this one the T. T is the youth, T is the toy coloration version. And if you missed them before, which I'm not even sure if they're sold out of the regular ones, they probably are, but if you missed them before and they're sold out, then you can get them again. But let's look at the next one. Now you're going to see the windshield does look a little bit different, and actually it looks different in like a clear windshield in the car mode, and then it looks like it's got the painted, and it looks a little bit more vibrant, I believe. But I mean, this is just pictures, but it looks like the more vibrant windshield than the other one. So it does look a little bit more interesting. But as for other accents, it's not a whole lot. A little bit on the top of the chest there, kind of a stripe that's going to go down it. So that's going to look cool, make the all mode look a little bit cooler. But yeah, these are kind of cool, kind of interesting. So if you missed the first one and you go with these, I don't think you're really missing out much going with these instead of the first one. The only problem is they're $10 more. Next up, we're looking at Fans Toys, and this is their Scrapper. It's going to be kind of interesting to see how their first Constructicon fares to X-Transbots. I think X-Transbots did a good job on their first attempt at a Constructicon, but maybe I'm wrong. I might be wrong. I feel like this might be an even easier transformation than the Long Haul, but I'm not sure. Anyhow, I believe this is the first one that's going to come out from them. It does say like second or third quarter of this year. It's probably not going to be till fourth quarter probably, but still it looks pretty good. I think that it looks good. And then we'll have this one out. X-Trans will also be putting their version of this out. I still believe X-Transbot start to finish will be done before Fans Toys. I mean, that's just track record history. Still pretty clean alt mode here, but there's still more kind of kibble to it than I expected, but I don't care. When I get these, for the most part, I care about bot mode and combined mode, even though alt mode is partially the combined mode, but it still looks pretty good. And it looks like there's probably going to be less parts forming. Less parts included in this. I don't know if they're going to try to say it's all in one or it's really close to all in one. I don't know any of that at all whatsoever. But looking at this, I mean, this is a lot of a leg here. A lot of leg going on for Fans Toys. And people pointed out that they feel like it's going to be closer to kind of an MMC thing than a Toy World. And I think they're right. So we'll see how that works out. We'll see how that goes. But this will be interesting to see the engineering and the route that goes and how hard or simple the transformation is. If I didn't mention, this is not in a chronological order, or it's not in a number one is my number one favorite to get. These are all kind of equal to me in what I'm looking forward to seeing. So Jester and Viper here. Viper, I'm sure you've seen people review it. I've watched a review or two on it. It seems like a pretty decent figure, pretty solid figure overall. And I hear it's lighter weight than any of the other aerial bots because it's an arm, which is kudos. That's good. That's smart thinking. I'm happy with that. So the Viper one's out. You already seen the videos. It's already a pretty good figure. We know what we're getting. It has an accurate backpack jet piece, which is awesome. But then again, Jester. I'm pretty sure Jester is going to be similar in transformation, similar in everything to the Viper. So the core bot, about the same. The question lies in what are the parts and how will the parts work? How will the parts interact and combine? And how is this? What's the process to getting there? And it's going to be interesting to see all of that. And I do have mine coming. One thing I want to point out, though, is that is it Viper? Viper's 165 instead of 220 or whatever other places are charging. It shows Z it's 165 or 175, something like that, 165. I just paid for mine, and I was like, that's much cheaper than other places were saying it's going to be, which makes me wonder, Jester and the parts, everyone's saying it's 400, but are they going to get it for, I was thinking 300 possibly, 300, 330 in that range if this one is that significantly cheaper. But that's just me hoping. I don't have any information yet. But here's the kind of flight stand base for it. But I'm more interested in this group as bots. I'm still very happy with my Zeta, but I know a lot of people with combined mode, which kind of leads us into the next one I'm looking forward to. Just gotta see what's going on with these combiners here. And of course is the Bandit. I say I expect it this year and halfway don't expect it this year. I don't know. Nobody really truly knows, but it'll be cool to see if they can finish this up. And of course, if it finish it up and it's amazing and everybody loves it, Fans Toys definitely for the win, even if it's taken them this long to do it. I don't think they should have done two at the same time. I think that's part of the problem. Of course, losing their designers in the middle of it is the story that I hear, but it does look pretty good. I've already got two Masterpiece Minosaurs. No, don't need to combine it, but still looking at it, it looks really good. It looks fantastic, and it looks like they got a lot of stuff going on in this torso for the articulation, and so that's cool too. And yeah, it looks good with all of these pictures, and will be this year. Will be 2024, not sure. Okay, next one here is kind of in the halfway point. The Voltron. This is the black Voltron. I've never gotten a black Voltron before. I actually don't even know the story behind why it's black. It's like a Nemesis kind of repaint version of Voltron. I just know that I passed on every other iteration in the past. I know Fantasy Jewel did one of the SOC mold, and I passed on that. And this is the one I'm jumping on. It's 574 instead of 700. But then if you want to get all of the other parts that the first one came with, the standard one came with the base and a whole bunch of other accessories, you have to pony up like $260 or something to get it all. So combined, it is going to be more expensive. But they're giving you a base option here for just the bots, the lions, and to get the Voltron built for 564. I'm just getting that. I'm not getting all the extra accessories. I don't need all that in my life. But pretty excited for this because I've never had a black Voltron. Next, getting into Ironhide, and I think this X-Transbots Ironhide, it will probably be a battle between Fans Toys and X-Transbots. Here's the thing. I'm not putting Fans Toys on here because I know for a fact we're not getting Fans Toys this year. It's got to be at least 2 years out on the Fans Toys one, but they only revealed theirs because X-Transbots revealed theirs, and that's just how the game's played. So I'll have this on my shelf for 2 years, and then get the Fans Toys, then pull this one back off the shelf for comparisons. That's my expectation. But I think it looks drastically better than Takara. I don't think that it's perfect, though. I think it's a little kind of cluttered in the midsection, which is just kind of a problem with this character. But overall, he does look pretty good. I think there's also a sticker, something you place over the chest so that those lines aren't there anymore and it looks more cartoony. But yeah, X-Transbots Ironhide. Now the next one is X-Transbots Downshift, and I think that this is the only Omnibot we're going to get this year. I don't think we're going to get the other one because we see actual prototypes of this. We don't see prototypes of the other one. Still just renders floating around out there. So this is a project in the works, and the other one is something it's going to be in the future. But I think it does look really good, and I think that the alt mode gimmicks still, all that stuff's going to be there. The alt mode gimmick will still be there, which is awesome and just so reminiscent of the vintage toy, and almost gets me excited enough to complete my vintage toy. That's what some of these do. They get me excited to complete my vintage toy, and I don't want to say no matter the cost because it can get expensive. just buying stupid little parts that I feel are sort of unnecessary. But anyhow, this looks cool. Excited for it. Next up, we have Ramhorn from MMC. Now, the thing is, we've seen some kind of update pictures and stuff as if hints this is coming, but it's weird. We don't see prototype, this, that, another with MMC when it comes to these cassettes. It's like digital render and then blam, here it comes. And that's because a lot of the times they use them as an SDCC exclusive or one of the TFCon exclusives or something as a repaint of it, and then we get the regular one to come after it, and they have to keep the TFCon one a secret for a while, and that's what they've done with these cassettes. Speaking of that, I'm looking for Ramhorn to complete the team, and I still haven't gotten my SDCC version of Steeljaw. And here is the team, the Steeljaw that I would like to get, the SDCC or TFCon or something along those lines. I even forgot, it's been a long time since I've seen it, and it's not shown up yet. But anyhow, it's pretty cool to have the team, complete the team. Ramhorn would do that for us. Okay, next, I've made a lot of videos about this, so no need to talk about it too much, but the Carbots that are coming, 2 on the left, DX9, on the right, Star Toys, and it's going to be a Sideswipe, probably a whole plethora of recolors for the Prowl and the Dotson brothers, and then of course Trax. And yeah, I'm looking forward to all these. Just really curious to see how these look and operate and transform and feel compared to what we've had before. But my expectation is all 3 better than what we've got now. That's just my expectation. And Takara says December. They usually hit December. Then again, I might not see mine till January, but I'm still okay with it. I'm looking forward to this. And at first I wasn't super ultra excited. I was a little excited. I was real intrigued. But now I'm pretty excited because I've got my Power Master one out and reminded how bad that G1 figure sucked. And to have basically the G1 figure that we should have gotten all along is what Masterpiece really is all about. That's really what it's about. Like, it's kind of what we wanted back in the day with a more sophisticated touch and look, and I think it's great. And I look forward to this, and of course all the other iterations of it. There's the one that's supposed to be more cartoon. But anyhow, yeah, this is my list. Let me know what you guys think. Is there anything else you're looking forward to coming out that I didn't talk about? Let me know in the comments below, and like and subscribe, and Titanium Hanger.